Give it up for Knowlify.
Hey guys, I'm with Knowlify, and I'm here to talk about how we're going to revolutionize the way students learn. So, I want you guys to meet my friend Jason. He's smart, he's a first year, studying computer science, and he loves learning. He wants to learn about machine learning. So he goes ahead, he studies machine learning, but he can't understand what's going on. So I told him, just check out YouTube. He did, couldn't find any good videos that were made after 2015 that were in good quality. So I told him, check out Khan Academy. Khan Academy only went up to basic linear algebra. So I told him, just go to your textbook. You probably have a textbook for everything. And he says he doesn't retain things well from textbooks. So Jason's not alone. Only 10% of information from textbooks are retained, whereas 95% of information is retained from videos. And 78% of students excel with personalized learning, which leads to a 1.2 unit increase in GPA. And this 1.2 unit increase in GPA directly correlates to a 36% increase in starting salary.
Yeah, so our solution to this problem is our platform, Knowlify. Knowlify is a platform that transforms boring textbooks, notes, and natural language into educational, engaging lecture videos using AI. The main feature and aspect of our video generation is the dynamic visuals that are generated that caters to both the subject and what the student wants and needs. So you might be wondering what the secret sauce is to Knowlify. Boils down to two things. First off, it's our custom models, and more importantly, it's the data that powers these models. And on top of that, Knowlify is personalized, so it learns the way students want to learn, which obviously helps the students learn. And at the end of the day, we're students as well, so we understand what these students need and want. So you might be wondering how we plan on generating revenue with Knowlify. So there's two ways, but the current way we're focusing is licensing this out to companies actually. So we have an API system where we go integrate our video generation services into the company. And as of right now, we're charging $10,000 a month as a retainer. On top of that, we're doing API for API calls. So 2 cents or 4 cents depending which model they use. And for context, competitors like Synthesia AI, on average, their call is about 15 cents per minute. So ours is significantly cheaper. And then for the B2C front, so basically individual plans for students or anyone who wants to use our videos, we have a freemium model, and we also have a paid subscription plan for $10 a month for 250 pages.
So how do we plan on going to market? We plan on partnering with educational platforms, educational institutions to integrate Knowlify into their company. We also use our ICP. Our ICP are educational institutions, online learning platforms that plan on enhancing student engagement and performance. What do we plan on doing? We plan on licensing our API to these institutions, and this will integrate Knowlify as a value-added service. When we plan on targeting planning curriculums and also renewal periods, where we plan to find these companies on LinkedIn, industry conferences, and we really hope some of the initial referrals from our early adopters. Market analysis. So who are some of our competitors that generate similar video styles? We have two that generate similar video styles with the math animation videos you guys were saying earlier, and that is OpenNote and MathGPT. Our video quality is much better if you use any of these, if you use either OpenNote or MathGPT, you'll see significant overlap, and we can also render these videos in about a minute. So we have much faster generation. We also have adapted more subjects. Our competitors like MathGPT and OpenNote can only do math. We recently came out with a chemistry model as well, and are planning to integrate physics in the coming months. So what is our market opportunity? Our TAM is the total number of students globally, and plus the institutions that use AI tools, and this is around 32 billion. Our SAM is the number of students plus US schools/tutoring centers that use AI, and this is about 5 billion. And our SOM is the number of students in America plus early AI adopters, and this is around 800 million.
Yeah, so let's talk about our financial projections. We're hoping to hit $300,000 in revenue by the end of this year and take it up to $8 million in the next 3 years. We're already talking to 2 study platforms with a combined user base of 3.5 million users. And even if we capture 10% of that user base, we'd be hitting that $300,000 mark. Additionally, on the bottom, Additionally, on the bottom, you'll notice that it costs $2,000 to generate around 50,000 videos, and that leaves us with gross margins of 62%. Now let's look at the timeline for Knowlify. In October, we wanted validation from professionals in the field, so we talked to Stanford professors, VPs of companies like Reddit, Lyft, and Microsoft, and even the founder of Gmail, as well as leading ed tech founders who validated the idea. In December, we attained over 300 beta users, and we received positive feedback. But we noticed that user acquisition costs for students is a lot higher than it is for businesses. And that's why we pivoted to B2B2C. I know it says right there that we have 2 pending VC-backed partnerships, but about an hour and a half ago, we actually landed a deal with one of these platforms. So what are we asking for? We're asking for $150,000 for 5% of our company. And we'd be using this for cloud infrastructure costs as we're scaling our platform up to the 3 million users, and legal costs as we need licensing agreements formed as well as patents around our idea.
And investing in Knowlify is also investing in us. We're a group of 4 sophomores here at the University of Florida. My name is Richard Salati, and I'm doing ML research at Flagship.
Hey, my name is Jonathan Maynard. I'm a physics and computer science student, and I just won Hack Harvard a couple months ago.
My name is Vivek Murata, and I was previously a quant researcher at WorldQuant/Millennium.
Yeah, and I'm Ritam Rana. I'm a computer science and statistics major here at UF, and I've worked at 2 YC-backed startups. Thank you.
There's going to be a 3 minutes Q&A, so you're not getting off that easy. Yeah, let's, I know there's one more mic, somebody took it looks like, but we'll pass it back and forth for now.
Actually, got mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I quickly just want to mention that the company we partner with has 3 million users and has had a $3 million seed round, so that was cool.
Wow, what a great presentation. I guess my question is, do you need a lawyer? Because I'm kind of stalled executive. I'm joking. My question is about channel partnerships and how you're going to acquire customers. So I'm invested in a company that does something similar to this, and my pain point is like how do you get into those school districts and what reps are selling to? Do you have any channel partners that integrated in and stuff that are using in the classroom?
Yeah, so our goal is, so if we were selling direct to consumers, say we were selling to schools, that would be a huge pain point for us. But instead what we're doing is we're licensing this to other companies that are trying to do that. So for example, the company we're partnering with right now, they just broke into 60 school districts in the Northeast area, so mainly New York. So we don't have to do any of the work. They do the work for us, and as they scale, we scale because they acquire more users. More users mean more API calls from the users to us.
Yeah, I appreciate learning more. 2 questions for me. One, is the focus strictly on higher ed, or is there also high school, middle school, doesn't matter, what grades? And then also, if you could just walk me through, from a user experience, I'm a student trying to use this, can you just tell me what I'm looking at?
Find another mic so we don't have that.
Yeah, so answering your question about higher ed and whatnot, so we made this as a hobby project to actually help us out in our higher ed classes, so this actually claims really well. These are actually initially was with Khan Academy to go to higher classes, so it works really great for higher ed, but it actually scales down to elementary levels as well. And actually the company we're partnering with, they do elementary school stuff as well. Now answering your question in regards to users, so if you're a company, right, we built out really easy, intuitive APIs. So you literally just do like nullify.create_video, and then you put in your prompt or link or whatever. And then if you're a student using literally just type in your prompts or you upload your PDF or your textbook or whatever, and it'll create video on the fly.
So, amazing presentation, guys. I like it very much. You talk a little bit about hallucination and how you guys combat that for students, so they actually get the right information for their tests or homeworks.
Yeah, so one of the big problems, right, with textbooks is there's a lot of context there. And so what we've done is to mitigate this is we have some sort of RAG system in place where we'll kind of extract all the different concepts and then return that little bit piece of information, and then that's all combined at the end. And so that really helps with hallucination. So instead of doing a simple message in ChatGPT, be like, hey, summarize this, we kind of split it up in a lot of different sections.
Do you guys have any data on that, like a percentage of hallucinations that you get?
Yeah, so we actually have a system in place that doesn't send the video. So we compile the video, and if we find some sort of hallucination, the compilation will fail, and then we'll try to re-render it. Now the issue with this is, like, let's say we're trying to render this in a minute, now it might take a minute and 30 seconds. So.
Do you guys have any videos showing what the output looks like? Because I actually see a potential partnership between what we do and you guys do. We produce video content through AI for all of our book summaries, and people can also produce their own content, so I'd love to see that. And I guess the question here is, you're 4 founders, so equity splits. You end up getting diluted quite a lot if this works. So how are you thinking about that part? Plus, are you going to basically go full time if you raise the money? At what point does that become a thing, and how does it split?
Yeah, well, we actually have a couple demo videos on our website. If you want, we can schedule a call sometime to go over that. In terms of the equity splits, we've talked about it when we first started. So, we're all cool with each other's equity splits. So that's not a worry for us.
Not today though, but after 4 rounds of acquisition, basically. Like, have you thought that through, what that looks like with real numbers? And the fact that you're committed, let's say 5-7 years ago, probably some of that's production.
Yeah, in regards to the future of the numbers and all that, we have a structure set up for that, basically vesting interest. But on top of that too, can you repeat the question, Tom?
Yeah, like, but what when you guys go full time? How does that look like? Are you also going full time?
Yeah, so right now we're in school, but when the summer hits, we're actually moving out to San Francisco, and we're working on this full time. And we're going out to San Francisco to network with more people and basically build our network and really lock in on this. We'd like to take this full time.